Hey, welcome to the Daily for May 12th, 2019. So, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. My mother, who's awesome, my wife, who's awesome, and the many other mothers that I know. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm talking about something else. 17 years ago, today, on Mother's Day, my daughter was born. My firstborn daughter, Marjade Elizabeth Percival. She came 3 weeks roughly early. My parents had just actually gone on a 2-week trip, and she came early, and because they're like, we'll go on the trip before she's born, and that didn't happen. Well, it did. They went on the trip, but she came early. So I just want to talk a bit about my daughter, how much I love her. She's awesome. She's 17 now. So the day she was born, so she came early, and then that day, I was in the hospital. I found a new level of love that I didn't know before because I didn't have a child. Now I have a child, and then it's like, and then the nurse came in and was like, oh, we just gotta take some blood, and she pricked her on the ankle, and I literally had to hold myself back because I felt like picking that lady up and throwing her through a wall. I've never felt that way before to that extent. I felt like protection towards my wife, but like this lady made my baby cry and pricked her, and I wanted to hurt her. That was a different feeling. So that was interesting. Now she's 17 today. She almost wasn't. Because she was born really quickly. She actually had all this fluid in her lungs, and we didn't know about that at the time. And so my wife was told, don't go to the bathroom without a nurse. Well, she of course got up and went to the bathroom without a nurse. And so as she comes out of the bathroom, the nurse, I'm there, and my wife literally looked at me and went, I feel tired, and put her head on my shoulder, on my chest, and just dropped, just passed out. At the same time, the nurse came in and saw my daughter, and my daughter was turning blue, or purplish blue, because she was actually choking on the stuff that was in her lungs. And so I'm holding my wife. The nurse is like freaking out about my daughter, and I'm like, oh, don't tell me I'm losing both of them at the same time. And then so they had to take my daughter away and put her in the ICU, and they pumped her lungs and stuff, and so she had to stay in the ICU for, I guess, about half a day. And she had those little eye patches on and stuff, and because she was early, she was jaundice and stuff, and they had to get her weight back up, and so she lost over a pound. She was 7'7", and then she went down to 6 something. So, but she ended up being fine, and eventually, she got to go home with us and all that stuff. So, yeah, my daughter changed my life in so many ways. Just ridiculous. All of a sudden, I was an adult in a heartbeat, and it's like, boom, baby, you're responsible for that thing. And there were so many things. I remember literally taking her home and being so worried, being like, what do I do? And I was thinking, there's so many things I want to show her. And I was like, she needs to see monkeys. Monkeys are brilliant. I got to take her to this. But she's a baby. And all I'm thinking is I need to show my daughter monkeys, because monkeys are awesome. And she literally changed my life. She's my girl. She's my firstborn daughter. She still holds my hand. Still holds my hand. She's not perfect. She's not. No one is. But she is so my daughter. She is so me in so many ways. Most of the best ways. Me in some of the bad ways too, but in so many good ways. And just, I think they're good at least. I just love her so much. So it's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Marjade. In case you're wondering, Marjade, one word name, not two. It's not hyphenated. It's from Star Wars, the Star Wars books. Marjade is the personal assassin for the Emperor, and she ends up hating Luke Skywalker, and then later, many years later, in the books, marrying Luke Skywalker. And that's the name we picked for her, and we got grief over it, but I couldn't think of calling her anything else. Yeah, Mara Jade. Love that girl. So happy birthday. And yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, but it's first and foremost my daughter's birthday today. So yeah, love you, baby. Thanks for watching. God bless.